Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something really quite special, an ancient, very powerful declaration that's, well, it's kind of echoed down through time. The source material we're looking at is titled Excerpts from When Righteousness Declines, the Avatar's Promise. And that title itself, it hints at something really fundamental, doesn't it? About the world's balance. So our mission in this deep dive, we want to unpack the core message here. What's this statement really about? What does it tell us about, the cycles of good and bad, and maybe why it still hits home for so many people today after all this time? Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and what jumps out right away from this source is that it's built around this divine promise. It's an ancient assurance, really, that when things get seriously out of whack, when balance is lost, there's intervention. It taps into this deep-seated human sense that the cosmic order isn't fixed, maybe, and that there's some kind of inherent way for things to be set right again.
It really is fascinating. And right at the heart of it, the source points to this incredibly powerful Sanskrit verse. It starts with yada yada hi dharmasya glanir havati varata, which, roughly translates to whenever righteousness declines.
Yeah.
And for many listening, dharma here is more than just morals, right? It's like the cosmic order, duty, natural law itself.
Exactly. So that Glanir Bhavati, the decline, it's not just people behaving badly. It's a fundamental disruption,
Right.
a deep
Right.
imbalance.
And then it leads to this just extraordinary part. Samvavami yuj. I appear in every age. That's
It
huge.
really is. It signals that this isn't, a single past event we're talking about.
No, it's framed as this continuous promise, something woven right into time itself, cyclically. So we spent some time sort of digging into the layers of this promise, its history, its philosophy.
Mhm.
Let's try and pull together the main takeaways from our source here. We've definitely seen how this ancient statement talks about a recurring pattern, right? A
Mm.
decline in cosmic order, in righteousness. But crucially, it's always followed by this consistent promise of um, a divine manifestation, often called an avatar,
Yeah.
someone or something, appearing to basically reset things, to restore that balance.
And the source is very clear about why this happens. It lays out the purpose.
Exactly. It gives those specific reasons. Paratranaya sadhunan, for the protection of the good people, the
Yeah.
virtuous.
Right.
Then vinasaya kadoskram, for the destruction of the wicked, those causing the imbalance.
Necessary part of the rebalancing, it seems.
And finally, dharma samsapanarthaya, for the reestablishment of righteousness, of that cosmic order itself. So it's not just about intervention. It paints this whole worldview, suggesting a kind of built-in cosmic cycle of renewal.
Yeah, it's a very different feel from, say, more linear ideas of salvation or history you might find elsewhere. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, that phrase you mentioned earlier, huge, huge age after age, that's absolutely pivotal.
It really anchors a whole concept.
It does. It hammers home that this isn't about one specific crisis or one historical moment. It's presented as an ongoing, cyclical guarantee. The idea is that whenever that profound decline happens, that Glanira Pavati, the potential for restoration is always there. It's
Oh.
inherent.
Like a universal self-correcting mechanism almost.
Kind of, yeah. A constant cosmic recalibration, maybe.
I,
That's the picture it paints. And, this naturally leads to a question for you listening. What does this ancient promise, this idea of cyclical renewal, of balance eventually being restored, what does that mean for you personally? Especially when you think about the challenges, the disruptions, the declines we see in the world today, and maybe how might understanding this perspective, this declaration, shape how you view the persistence of both, well, decline and restoration around you?
Hmm. That's definitely something to think about. Really compelling thought to leave with. This timeless promise, this declaration of renewal happening again and again. It gives us a lot to mull over, doesn't it? About that constant dance between things falling apart and being put back together. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.